But first, at 6:40, let's get a check of our weather. So you're talking about colder starts to the day, and all I can think about is getting out there earlier to start the car to warm it up.
I know, and this is probably going to be the coldest air we've seen all season. Temperatures down into the mid-20s
Wow.
for overnight low temperatures, and potentially wind chill along with it. So it could feel like the teens at times across central Georgia. Let's get to it. A live look over downtown. You can see First Light way off in the distance there. Temperature of 44 right now. This number continues to fall this morning. I wouldn't at all be surprised to see that dip into the 30s before the morning is over. We're headed to the 50s later on today, though. 57 our high temperature right around 3 o'clock. 43 in Forsyth this morning, 42 over in Roberta, 43 waking up in Unadilla this morning, 45 in Milledgeville, and 46 in Dublin. You notice those arrows, the wind out of the northwest at about 10 to 15 miles an hour this morning, making it feel like the 30s already across central Georgia. 39 is what it feels like in Macon and Dublin, 39 in Roberta, and 37 there in Forsyth this morning. Let's take a look through the afternoon hours, mid-50s by the noon hour, and then we get into the upper 50s later this afternoon. Clear skies all across central Georgia, 57 or so being our high temperature. Then we get down into the night tonight, and I know you're going to see a lot of 31s here on the board, but I actually think we make it down into the 20s. In fact, I'm fairly confident we do before we struggle to get out of the 40s tomorrow. One or two spots may make it into the 50s, but then we're right back down into, I'm thinking, the 20s again for Wednesday morning before we begin to rebound for Wednesday afternoon with some more cloud cover across central Georgia. Let's get into the longer range stuff here, get to the end of the week. A mix of sun and clouds there for Thursday on into Friday. Thinking we're seeing more clouds across central Georgia, and then comes the all-important weekend, right? Saturday, a big travel day, Sunday being Christmas Eve. A couple scattered showers in the state there for Saturday. Then we get to Christmas Eve, which I think is going to be predominantly dry here in central Georgia. And then comes Christmas Day, of course, on Monday. Looking at potentially some widespread rain if you believe the European model, if you believe the GFS, maybe just a couple hit and miss showers. As of now, my forecast is for hit and miss showers, but we're going to have to watch this closely as we work our way through the week ahead. So as of now, going with mild and damp for your early Christmas forecast with highs in the low 60s and lows in the upper 40s. Certainly not as cold as we were last Christmas here in central Georgia, but we are going to be cold leading up to it. 27 tomorrow morning, 24 for Wednesday morning, 25 there for Thursday morning. Potentially some wind with that as well, so it could feel like the teens at times. As for the bus stop this morning, expecting to get down into the 30s before the morning is over. Certainly a chill in the air. Breezy this afternoon, a temperature around 51 there for the recess hour, followed by 57 later this afternoon for a high temperature. Those winds out of the west-northwest at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Sunrise just about an hour away at 7:31 this morning. Here's your 7-day forecast in the days to come. Looking at temperatures, again, struggling to get into the 50s tomorrow, 51 or so here in Macon, 57 for Wednesday, 59 on Thursday. That is the first day of winter, but Mother Nature getting a different memo because we're going warmer into the weekend. 64 by Saturday with a mix of sun and clouds before a 20% chance of rain there on Christmas Eve.